That which inspired me, I guess, was my education from my childhood. I was born in Hungary. My father was the chief rabbi of our city. And prior to our deportation to the concentration camps, the Hungarian gendarmes would arrest Jewish boys and take them off to slave labor. And our city was a hub city where all these boys were collected before they were shipped off to the mines for slave labor. Most of them never came back. It was torture. So my father, as the chief rabbi, obtained permission to visit them. They had prayers for them. My father wanted to take medication for them, food for them, but he was searched. So my parents came up with an idea. I would accompany my father, and in the lining of my coat, my mom placed all kinds of medications and food that I gave over to the soldiers, to these poor boys. I tell you this because we always, no matter where we are, have to see and find a way of improving the life of others. In Bergen-Belsen, in the concentration camps, my parents continued to reach out. And they made us all a part of it. And then in the DP camps, displaced persons camps, after the war, the same endeavor continued, reaching out. I remember when they brought several hundred orphan boys to our displaced persons camp from Poland, from Auschwitz. They were young men, 19, 20. I call them boys, but they were like 19 and 20. And they were all very bitter, very scarred, very hurt. All their parents had been killed. And they had forgotten how to cry. Never mind how to laugh. But they didn't cry anymore. And when you can't cry, that's very painful. And they had a dormitory room. My father would go every night to their room, tuck them in, 19, say the Shema with them, and call them Heilige Kinderlich, holy children. And they learned to cry when they heard my father's voice. We came to this country, to the United States. This is a blessed country. Thank God no one is persecuted here. There are no gas chambers. But we found spiritual death. Jews who did not know what it meant to be a Jew. So my dear revered father, who had a long beard, a black rabbinic coat and hat, took the first dollar that he had and bought lollipops. And he went to the children on the block and he showed the lolly and he said, Jewish name. And the children would find out from their parents, from their mothers, what their names were and come back. And then my father would say with them, Baruch, Ato, and made the blessing on the candy. So outreach was always a part of my life. That's how we were raised from infancy on.